If you're like me and your ends are a little bit stringy like this, and you want them to be thick like this, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do a one length haircut that's gonna give you thickness on your ends and your hair is gonna feel so much better. So follow along with me, and I even have some tips and tricks for you in a free downloadable guide, or you can book a free consultation with me if there's anything else that you think that you might need help with. So before we get started, I did want you guys to see my before. So this is the front, and as you can see, my ends aren't that bad, but they are a little bit dry. So I know it's time for a haircut when it starts to feel kind of like dryness or like almost like a consistency of like hay. And then I'm gonna turn around so you can see the back. So you can absolutely cut your hair when it's dry, but it's gonna be much harder. So what we're gonna do is section our hair into 4 quadrants. We're gonna do 2 here in the front, and then we'll have 1 going down the middle and the back. So I'll have these 2 sections. I'm gonna take my spray bottle and I'm gonna wet my hair down, and I will see you guys in a minute. Now that my hair is wet, we're gonna do our 4 sections. So if you normally part your hair on the side, start with your part wherever you normally part it. If you part your hair down the middle, start it down the middle. And if your hair normally just goes wherever it wants to, I do suggest parting your hair down the middle so that you can flip it on each direction and it's gonna be equal. So I'm going to take my comb that I'll link in the description below. I'm gonna start right here where the head starts to round. And I'm gonna go straight down to the top of my ear, just like so. And then I'm gonna part it. This is gonna be our front section right here. And we are going to cut these front sections last. Now that I've done the 2 front sections, I'm gonna turn around so you can see how I do the back. But basically, I'm just gonna put my comb here. I'm gonna go straight down the middle, and that's gonna be my 2 sections for the back. Since we're already back here, I'm gonna show you the very first section. So we are gonna start here in the back, and it's gonna be probably about 2 to 3 fingers worth, if that helps you measure it. I'm just gonna take my clip. I'm gonna take the end, pointy end of the clip to help me section it, and I'm going to go straight across in the back. And then the rest of it, I'm gonna clip up until we're ready to drop the next section. So just like that, that is gonna be our very first section. We're gonna work both of these sides straight up the head just like this until we're done cutting this whole entire section. Okay, so before we cut our first section, I'm gonna explain to you guys why I didn't just pull 2 sections in the front and cut straight across. So I've done this in another video, but I'm gonna explain it again. So when you are having all of this hair in the back travel to the front and you just cut it right here, that is gonna create a V in the back of your head because this hair back here has to travel further than this hair here. So when it's all being cut at one length right here, it's gonna end up like this in the back of your head. So instead of being straight across, you're gonna get a V in the back. So that's why we're sectioning, and we're actually gonna be cutting diagonal so that the shortest piece is gonna end up at the back of your head. So we're gonna cut slightly at an angle, and I'm gonna show you my finger angle so that you guys can get it right. So you're gonna need your comb, and you're gonna use the small teeth side of it. And we are gonna get a lot of tension on the hair. And like I said, this is gonna be the shortest point. So what we're gonna do is take our comb, and we're actually going to flip our fingers this way. So this is the shortest point. This is the hair that's closest to the back of the nape of my neck. So we're gonna comb it straight down, just like so. Make sure your head is straight. I'm gonna look. And that's about as much hair as I have right there that I wanna cut. Now, you can see barely any of this hair is getting cut, so I'm gonna recomb that and look at it so that I can see it better. So I'm gonna cut about maybe 1.5 to 2 inches right there. And it's gonna be at a diagonal, just like this. Try not to let your head do this either. My mirror is to the right-hand side of me, so I'm gonna try to correct myself, but you might see me fixing my head a lot. So now we're gonna drop the next section, and I don't even really need to look. It's not really that important. As long as you can see your guide, this is gonna be our guide for the rest of the haircut. So we're gonna go straight across on this section again by using my clip here. And you can use your finger if you want to, that's totally fine. And then I'm gonna clip the rest of this up. Out of my way, be careful not to cut this hair. So as long as you can see your guide, then the section is fine. If you can't see your guide anymore, you need to clip more hair back up. So we're gonna take our next section the exact same way. We're gonna use our little side of our comb for a lot of tension. And make sure you guys are cutting at a 0 degrees. So the closer you hold your hair to your body, the more 0 elevation it's gonna be. Once you start lifting the hair up here, then you're actually creating a layer. So you always wanna hold it tight to your body. Okay, so I got my section here. I'm gonna comb it down, flip my fingers this way. And I can see the shortest pieces right there. I see my guide, and cut. And make sure my head is right. Okay. Now we're gonna drop the next one, and this will be the last section on this side. There may not even be a lot of hair to cut on this side because I do have layers in there. And we're not gonna cut the layers today because I'm trying to grow my hair and I want the layers to grow out a little bit. So we'll see if any of these actually even get cut. The goal today is to have thickness on my ends because my hair is a little bit dry, especially from vacation we went on because there was a lot of mineral water. So I want more thickness on my ends to make it look like I actually had a haircut so it's not so stringy anymore. So I'm gonna use my comb, flip it, and see where we're at. So just a little bit. As you can tell, most of the hair needs to be cut here, not right here. That's my guide. Okay. And as you can see now, it's almost like a perfect straight angle here. So in order to establish the same length on this side, I'm gonna push this hair out of the way and I am gonna grab the very first section by the nape of my neck. And that's what I'm going to use as another guide for the other side so we can make sure they're each the same length. I'm gonna clip this out of the way as I drop my next section so they don't get mixed up. Doing the same thing on this side. I've only got about that much hair right there. And then we're gonna clip the rest up. And again, you're gonna be doing this all up your head right here. Okay, so now I'm gonna take basically the hair that's right next to each other. So I'm gonna grab a piece at the nape of my neck. That's gonna be the shortest point. I'm gonna bring that forward, push the rest out of the way, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Make sure you put this in a clip so it doesn't get mixed up with the other hair. So since we're only doing a trim, obviously this isn't gonna be a drastic difference, so I'm gonna look down after I pulled them both together and I'm gonna create my guide on this side. Well, actually I'm gonna lean forward because I can't see that good. Okay, so this point, this is where it ends, so then I'm gonna trim right there. And that is gonna be my guide for this side of my head. So I can clip this out of the way now. So this might be a lot more steps than you guys think or maybe what you're used to doing, but the haircut is gonna be a lot more accurate, especially in the back of your head where you can't see. So it's gonna be much straighter the first time instead of cutting it and then you have to go back and fix it a bunch of times. Okay, so this finger angle is obviously gonna be the opposite. So if you are right-handed like me, I'm holding the hair in my left hand. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use my comb. The shortest point is in the back, remember? So since this hair is longer, we're gonna be flipping our fingers this way, just like so. This is the shortest point and it's gonna be cut at a diagonal. So I'm gonna find my guide, which is right here. It's kind of hard to see, but it's right there. Remember to look straight and then cut. And we're cutting down on this side at a diagonal. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing on this side. We're gonna speed it up a little bit and you guys can continue to watch as I cut this side. right, I'm done cutting both of these sides, so we're gonna check for balance. The way you do that is you're gonna bring pieces of your hair forward and together just like this that are on the exact same plane of your head on both sides. So make sure that they match, they're directly across from each other. Grab those and then bring them forward right to the middle and make sure that they are the same length. So it's gonna be hard for you to look right here, so hold it tight and then look down. These look pretty good. And then I'm gonna check 2 more pieces back here. So this side is a little bit longer, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, so you can see that this side is a little bit longer, so I'm gonna go back through and see if we can find exactly where that's at. So I'm gonna comb everything straight down, hold tension, flip it. So you can see a little bit where the line isn't completely straight or diagonal. So I'm gonna trim it. And then we're gonna pull it back forward. And they're perfect now. So we're gonna move on to the front. So I'm gonna drop these 2 sections. And we're gonna connect them to the front now. These are gonna be super easy. Remember, we're cutting a square shape, so we are just gonna be connecting these 2 to these sides now. We do not have to do any type of angles or anything like that. And because I have very fine hair, we don't even really need to section it because there's not usually any hair in the front, so I should easily be able to see where I need to cut. Okay, so I do have face framing in the front. We're gonna touch that up when my hair is dry. So for these sections, what you're gonna do is the hair that's right by your ear, that is where your guide is gonna be, and you want to be directly parallel with your shoulder. So your section is gonna be cut just like this, parallel. So just like so, no diagonals, no angles or anything. You just wanna connect it to that piece right by your ear. If your hair doesn't even reach that far, sometimes that's the case, you might not have anything to cut. So we'll see in just a second. I'm gonna grab lots of tension, pulling straight down, make sure my shoulders are even and straight. And then I'm gonna look at it. Like I said, there's only a tiny bit to cut, so we're just gonna trim that. And it's also because I have a lot of layers in my hair. If you have a lot of layers in your hair, then it's obviously not gonna reach. Okay, that looks good. So then we're gonna do the other side. So I'm gonna come behind with my fingers, keeping my head straight, pull straight down, and then look. So as you can see, it's a little bit longer right here. So we're just gonna connect it to the shortest piece right there. Straight across. Perfect. And again, we're gonna check for balance. So I'm just gonna pull these 2 pieces in the front, pull them together, make sure we're even. Perfect. And that's basically all there is to it. So now that we have an even square cut, we're gonna go dry our hair. Once it's dry, you'll be able to see if you have any imperfections in your hair, and we're gonna fix it then. I just finished blow drying and I haven't used any product or done any cross-checking through my hair, so I'm gonna take you guys through exactly how I do that so you can do it at home yourselves. Already I can tell my hair looks and feels so much better. The ends are so much thicker. So the first thing I wanted to go over is if you're that type of person that does not like the blunt cut ends, what you can do is you can start point cutting. So you can just take each section, make sure you leave enough room for your fingers so that your fingers don't get cut. You'll take your scissors and you'll start cutting vertically right into those sections just like this, just to thin it out a little bit. Now, if you have hair like me, your hair's thin to begin with, so you probably do like the blunt ends, so you do not have to do that. It's completely optional. I'm going to take both sections. I'm going to split my hair in half, bring it forward, and then I'm gonna check for balance on both sides. So I'm gonna drop my scissors right here, and I'm gonna use my fingers and I'm gonna pull straight down. Now, make sure you're looking straight ahead when you do this. You can look down after you've already held the tension on it. We're gonna see if we need to fix anything right here. So it does look a little bit like we need to fix this side. this side looks fine. It's a little bit longer right here. So I'm gonna take my comb, and again, looking straight. We're gonna pull it straight down, just enough so that you have enough to cut, and then you'll be able to lift it up and look at it. And like I said, right there, it's a little bit long. So we are gonna take our scissors vertically and we're gonna point cut this because I don't want it to be super blunt. So I'm taking them and I'm notching it slightly to that side and then the other side. If I need to cut more, I'm gonna comb it straight down and do it one more time. It looks pretty good now. Ooh, don't cut your fingers. So what the point cutting does is it just softens it a little bit so it's not gonna be so harsh. I'm gonna do this side again just to be sure. And then look down. It looks pretty good to me. Maybe a little bit right there. It's a little bit round. Okay, now I'm gonna make sure we're even on both sides. One more time. That looks pretty even to me. So now we're gonna flip to the back. I'm gonna show you how I check the back. The first time I'm gonna be back there and I'm gonna pull it and then I'll flip around. Then I will flip around to the front and I will show you how I do it actually from the front side and actually cut the hair. It does look pretty good already. However, you can tell in the middle right here, it might be a little bit long. So what I'm gonna do from here is comb this straight down. Keep your head straight. So I'm gonna use my comb just like so. I'm gonna grab as much hair as I can, keeping it close to my neck. So do not lift your hair this way. Remember, that creates a layer. So we're gonna keep it as close as possible. If you need to push your hand down like I do, because my hair is too long, do that. So as far as you can go, and then you're gonna take this hair without dropping it, maintain the tension. You're gonna pull to the side like this, so that when you're at the front of your head, you can see this line here and make that cut so that it's straight across. So now I'm gonna turn back around so you guys can see how I do it from the front. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna need to correct it just a tiny bit. This happens, so we're gonna take it like I showed you before. I'm gonna grab as much hair straight in that middle section as I can, because that's the part that needs to be cut. I'm pushing down, maintaining the tension. I'm gonna bring it to the side. Now you can see right there, it's straight across. If we needed to correct anything, you'll see it right there. So sometimes I'll also take my comb just to see. So basically right about there is what needs fixed. So I'm gonna go straight up from here and connect it. I'm gonna recomb it and check it. So a tiny bit needs to be trimmed. Okay, now I'm gonna drop it and I'm gonna check it again. Make sure you get all of those little hairs out. Now instead of going straight down the middle this time, I'm gonna go one on the left side and then one on the right side to see if I need to connect it at all. Okay, it's a tiny bit long right there, so we're just gonna fix that. Okay, now I'm gonna do the right side. Remember to keep your head fully straight when you're doing this. The right side's gonna be a little bit trickier because you're using your same hand. So now you can really see that point right there. That's really what needed to be fixed. So I just finished doing all of the cross-checking, so now I'm gonna turn around to the back so that you guys can see. It's just a straight line, and that's exactly what we were looking for. We wanna make sure that our ends are nice and thick, but they're even. So this is the back now. And if you guys remember from the before, when we first started, it looks so much better. I took maybe about 1.5 to 2 inches off. It really just needed it. So if you have a 1-length haircut, normally you'll probably have some face framing in the front like I do. So I'm gonna show you how you can just trim that up really quick. And we do wanna do this dry just because we don't have a ton of hair there and we wanna make sure that we can actually see it. So I'm gonna take a triangle section about this thick. And the reason why we're gonna be lifting this up is because the higher you lift it, the softer it's gonna fall. And our hairline is more square. So we wanna make sure that we're lifting that up. We're gonna comb it and over direct it to the other side. The more you bring it to the other side, the more of an angle you're gonna get as well. So with my fingers like so, I'm taking it directly to the other side. And then since I have my tension here, I'm gonna pull it forward so I can actually see what I'm cutting. So this is the shortest point. So I'm gonna cut down at a diagonal. Just make sure you're cutting to your shortest point. And then I'm gonna let that fall. And as you can see, it creates a nice bevel right there. And then we're gonna take some hair right behind that. Just don't go as far as your ear. You should be stopping right by your temple right here. We're gonna do the same thing and connect that section to what we just trimmed. So we're gonna comb it forward, bring it to the other side. You'll be able to see your guide. It's already falling right there. So the last piece I cut is right there. So we're just going to cut again at a diagonal and comb it back over. Now we can also bring this forward and do what we call slide cutting. If you think that you need it, if you don't have to do it. I am gonna do it right here just to trim that a little bit. So I'm gonna take my scissors and slowly open them so that the hair catches right in the middle right there. It's gonna be a little bit hard to see, so comb it where you can see it. And again, the higher you lift the hair, the softer it's gonna fall. Bring it to the other side and trimming. Okay. So I just wanted to trim it up a tiny bit. I didn't really want to make it any shorter per se. So we're gonna leave it just like that. And then this side, I don't really have much hair on this side at all, so I'm only gonna be slide cutting this side. We just wanna carve right into it, just like that. Okay, so this is how it turned out. I used a little bit of hairspray just to give my layers a little bit of like texture and movement. But as you can see, my ends look so much better, and honestly, we didn't even take that much hair off. So my hair is continuing to grow and it's getting so much healthier. And I wanted you guys really to see how much just a little bit of a trim can make a difference in your hair. If you're someone like me and you struggle with it getting a little bit stringy, this is something that you can do at home. It's super easy, and I think it's super simple. It's only a few steps and it should take you a maximum of about maybe 10 minutes. If you guys want some more tips and tricks just like this, I do have a free downloadable guide that will be in the link in the description below, as well as all of the products that I used in this video, especially that hairspray. It's perfect for Christmas time and the holidays right now. So if that's something that you want to grab too, it will be linked in the description below. Until then, I will see you next time, and thank you so much for watching.